So
We
we
have
can
been
start.
talking about interesting things, and we're not even online.
Yeah. Well, we can just see where it goes. All good.
Oh, OMG, I was wondering what was happening. I was like,
Yeah. Well, we can start wherever it goes. It goes now. It doesn't matter. We're good at talking between ourselves.
welcome to Dear Dana. We have been having interesting conversations because I didn't hit live. I did not hit live. I am so sorry. Welcome in the bushes. Welcome on live. Me and Shoeless have just been talking about very interesting things, but you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It does happen sometimes. We have that ability, don't we?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so, so sorry. And it was pretty good too. Oh, well.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
But I was talking about I teach a class online. It's about communication, but the universe had different plan because I have been getting students that have been dealing with social anxiety. They have PTSD. They have forms of autism. A lot of them are from Australia. One girl had not left her house in like 2 years because she was almost kidnapped. She had been in a mall with shootings, and now she is walking the beach. She's walking the beach where there are crowds. So it's amazing. The platform I'll work with might not like it. I don't know. It's filmed, but I'm doing what my gut is telling me to do, and it's making a difference. They're telling their parents, and the parents are getting. Anyway, everybody's getting almost free therapy. Let's put it that way. And welcome in
Thanks.
the
And
bushes.
I was going to say thanks, Shelley Marie. You're awesome. Love you.
Yeah, we love you. If it wasn't for Shelly, I say, look, I'm not perfect
Yeah, neither are you.
by any stretch of the imagination. You can be very intelligent and still be a ding dong. Let me throw down the intro. I knew something was off. I was like, I can't see any numbers. There's no
Yeah,
people in the chat but Shelly. What's going on?
yeah.
See, and I'll tell you why something's going on too, because has nothing to do with you, Shoeless. I do not believe. Until I acknowledged it, I've had a spirit attached to me before the show. Not generally something that happens, and it may have something to do with somebody in chat. And it was a young guy, about 23, 24 years old, in a wreck with another vehicle, probably in the last 9 years.
Wow.
In the last 9 years, because I was double checking, and I believe it has something to do with somebody that's a male viewer. I believe, I could be off, but I believe it has something to do with somebody that's a male viewer, possibly connected to a male viewer. If I get the name, I will let you know. But I was feeling angsty, like I wanted to cry, feeling all kinds of feelings right before I came on. And I was like, where is all this coming from? It seemed off, didn't seem like it had anything to do with me. And as soon as I sat for a minute because I was delayed and started recognizing and communicating with the energy, I felt relief. So I'm putting it out there. So I had to narrow down the time and the age and the everything. And it looked like mountainous area. I mean, it could have been like um, out west somewhere. It could have been. I don't necessarily feel like drugs were involved. It just felt like a hapless wreck. So So I started narrowing down the time. It's like, was it in the over 10 years ago? No. Less than 10 years ago, yes. So I started narrowing down the time, and it felt like it was about 9 years ago.
Okay.
So if anybody knows, if this sounds familiar, let me know, because I felt like the cars were coming in opposite directions. Opposite directions.
I was going to say one thing, and this is what I was feeling before I came on, and so it's probably quite relevant now. We know on this channel there are a lot of people that just don't come and join us. They sit in the bushes. It's like, for some, I feel like they're just watching and wanting to see what's going on. Some people are just sitting there because they want to know what's going on. And for other people, it's because they're looking for something but they don't know what it is. So probably about 10 minutes before, while I was getting myself organized, I just felt that I needed to say, I'm not going to do the like, subscribe, share thing. I want to say, come up, guys. Come and join us. Come and hang out. Let us know who you are, and just know that this is a safe place. Just come and just let yourself be, because you're here for a reason. You're here to obviously get some truth and some answers and some direction. And that's what this place is about. So I'm just, from my heart to you, I just encourage you, just take that step and have a little bit of faith and know that it's going to be okay. But just be here with us. That's what I felt this morning before I came on. So I just wanted to share that before we got started.
Thank you. And just know, it's rare, like super rare. And I don't ever think I've come on and said, oh, by the way, I've had the energy of someone. I don't think I've ever done that, actually. But it was so profound and bothersome to me. I don't mean bothersome that it was negative. It was just there. And if I do not share it, it will become more. And I have to, in order to detect, how do I say this? If I don't share it, it will physically bother me more. And I can't afford to have that happen.
Absolutely not.
So, and out of respect for whomever the spirit is, it's a necessity to me to do so. And because I was about to have a live, it has to be someone out here that this spirit is connected to. Has to be. Period. It's the only reason it would happen right before. So if you know who this is, all you have to do is hey, Terry Ann, is even privately tell me. Young man, 23, 24, about approximately 9 years ago, in a car wreck. It looked to be head-on. Accident. Is trying to connect with whomever he belongs to. Trying to connect with you. Through me. Tonight. You will be watching this, or you're watching it now. It's not a woo-woo thing. Okay? I just let my guard down, and he knows that I am a vessel, for lack of better. So I am letting you know that he's okay, and he's aware, and he just wants to let you know Okay. I'm trying to. Ooh, my eyes are bad today. Just saying. So, um, no, you've never done that. It's your first time you hear say that, Dana. It is. I don't come on and just say that. I don't. I mean, that's part of who I am. But I'm also scientific and a psychotherapist, so I don't come on and say, "Hey, by the way, I got a spiritual phone call today, and I know it belongs to one of you." But yes, he is trying to connect heavily, and he jumped on in. So, and it happens to me in the bathroom often. I wasn't using the bathroom. I was in there trying to get ready for the show. But I'll be taking a shower, and it happens. I'll be in the bathroom. I don't know why the bathroom is a convenient place. That is weird, but it's a convenient place. Maybe it has to do with water.
I was about to say that.
But anyway, please, I would appreciate it if it sounds familiar. And and R keeps coming up. I don't know if it has to do with first name or last name. So there you go. And if I come up, the name comes to me, I'll tell you at a next live stream. Sometimes that will happen. And a message of nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. So that is what I've got so far. I don't know if you're worrying about a decision, if worrying about something about to happen, but their message is nothing to worry about. So there you go. And the other message we had while we were not live, I was trying to teach the two girls early on that you teach people how to treat you and teach them again about trusting your gut, because those are two things, if you learned early on, you wouldn't have so much to learn your whole lifetime. So I'm just recapping because we went on a good 30 minutes.
We had a good chat.
Yes, we did.
We thought we were doing fantastic. It was, awesome.
I just didn't go live. I'm going to have to do this, Shoeless. There is a thing, I think, where I can give you some of the control panel thing. So when you come up and I'm not doing my thing, you can hit some buttons. I think I can do that.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty good at pressing buttons, so I can do that, yeah.
And I think I will do that because I've just been dingbat today. So let me go ahead and do the intro again. My eyes are so bad today, so bad. Oh, Dana. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, let's do it for the people like they need to see it, but Okay, it's the second time around, but we want to juice things up. We want to freshen things up, and I'm glad Shoeless came on. We couldn't get John to come on today, JC Bear, but it's usually a guy's light up, but we can light Shoeless on up and turn him red, and whatever.
yeah, he's all pretty good at that anyway, so it's fine.
Hey, Queen of O'Hara, but we like to get the community engaged. I don't want the community to look at me like I'm some guru or something and be afraid to engage. This is your place too. Yes, please subscribe though. Get out of the bushes. Come up here. I want people to feel like they can ask, hey, Nikki, ask questions. Yes, if you want an angel question, we can throw that in too, but ask questions. Delve right into yourself. Let's try to get some healing going on, or like ask questions to try to move through the muck in your life, or embarrass Shoeless One if you want. Let's talk about some relationship stuff or all kinds of stuff, like men jumping in your life every few years trying to hit on you and talk about not getting a date, crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that one.
What the hell? It's like, just get another, what is it called? Fantasize over old stuff. Yeah.
Just go watch a movie and have a beer, and you'll be fine, mate. You'll be right.
Yeah, look up some porn or something. Corn, 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 corn.
Yeah.
Well, I say that word on YouTube. Corn, corn. And then trying to post stuff on TikTok still. Look, I love to bust the scammers. That is so fun for me now. I bust the scammers. And then the ones that are legit trying to flirt, I tell them how rude they are if they ask my age. And I just say 103. If they're consistently trying to flirt like this Asian man is right now, I just say, look, I'm not on TikTok for relationships. I lay it out like that.
Oh, Shelley.
What did she say? Steve, you mean
She's got.
you don't have men trying to date you?
Thanks, Shelley.
If it wasn't for the mustache, I don't know.
Yeah.
They might think he's in drag, but he is kind of pretty, so I guess it doesn't matter these days.
I remember years ago I was out with one of my mates. We went out for a cuppa, and we were sitting down in a shopping centre, a mall, and my mate, he's got short hair. He was in a rock band I used to manage, and I had my hair like this. And this guy from the Salvation Army walked from behind me and was wanting donations. He says, "Oh, excuse me, sir and lady." And I turned and said, "Bearded lady." And the guy just went bright red and didn't know what to say. My mate just died laughing. It was just so funny because obviously everyone sees my long hair and being as it is, and they instantly, if they see from the back, they think I'm a chick. So yeah, that's so I've had males make comments like that before, Shelley, but no one's tried to date me. So yeah, we're all right.
You're right, Marie. Not everybody's comfortable coming up, but on other channels, a lot of people will come up with avatars and stuff. Lots of people will come up, and I understand not everybody's comfortable coming up, but I'll go on other channels and people are coming up talking about things, and they'll come up with their avatars, and then I go to my channel and I would see people just don't come up usually, and I'm like, okay, what's the deal? Do I intimidate people? Do I scare people? I couldn't figure it out. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody be popping up on other channels, on Adam's channel, AT2's channel, on, and a lot of them are reality TV. So I kind of see the difference. But I was just like, I couldn't figure it out.
All right. Well, I've got my name for you anyway, so you know the deal.
Got what now?
I've got that name I give you occasionally when I call you. I say that's why people don't come up, because they come here to get wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Nikki, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Have you heard of Craigslist misconnections? It's a trip my 26-year-old daughter told me. I have not heard about that.
Nah.
What is that, Nikki? Missed connections. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that thunder? People are doing fireworks and there's some mad thunder out there. It's me, I'm doing it. I'm trying to read the other thing. Unless you want to read it, Shoeless. Your eyes are better.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable. This is Marie. The channels here talking about have a lot more viewers. yeah, it's I think it could be just one of those things. Sometimes when it's like the reality TV stuff and things, I could be wrong here, but I think there's just it's just it's about just what's on TV. You don't have to think about anything. You're just there recapping on what's gone on a TV show. That's not really life, other than if watching TV when you finish work for the day and you come home and you plunk yourself down in front of a TV. If that's your life, well, yeah, that's your life. I can't even stand watching the news at the best of times, let alone anything else. It's yeah. So no, but it is true though. I 100% agree with you, Marie. It's I think because I suppose because Dana comes from a different angle, it does put people in a place of going, well, I don't know how to. Can I get up and say something, because it's they don't know where they're at themselves. It's and and anxiety as well. It's it's just one of those things of just working through it all and seeing where it goes. It's a bit of a challenge. So yeah,
that's a good idea. If you saw somebody that you were attracted to and you didn't get their info and you were trying to make a connection, wonder how they do that though. Oh, lady, I saw in the subway. I really wanted to meet you. Da 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 da.
Yeah, yeah. So I decided to draw a picture of you and give it to you, but you ran off. Yeah.
But it's kind of scary too.
Yeah, yeah. It's I thought that's what high school reunions before was, to actually go back and see what everybody looked like from when you were in their later years. I didn't think you needed Craigslist for something like that. But anyway,
the breath work can help with a panic attack. If it gets too bad, Willow, I would go to my doctor and talk about some medication if you can't control it with breath work and meditation and such. Willow, you said something about you got a new job, didn't you? I'm trying to remember. Or you were trying out for a new job? Yeah, but you know what? I'm so over all that reality show stuff. I can't even watch them anymore. And I appreciate it, but people beat them to death on YouTube. I just couldn't go there.
it's got to be different.
I mean, people get views and clicks and stuff on it, but I couldn't do it. And I would be competing with friends, and my brain is, in spiritual and psychological stuff. Well, okay, good, cool. So what are you doing, Willow? And my heart is in helping people. So if I still got to be a turtle, I still got to be a turtle. But I was showing Shoeless Steve, the analytics and the numbers of how many people consistently watching the bushes that aren't hitting the subscribe button. It's almost like they're afraid if I hit that subscribe, I might get charged. But it's free. You don't get charged. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. So, but
you're not offering a massage. It's okay.
Yeah, there's not a happy ending. I mean,
yeah,
I wish it was.
Well, the happy ending would be is that they felt better about themselves. That would be awesome. But yeah.
Or no, I'm not going to do that. They would shut down my YouTube channel.
Yeah. So I'm going to just throw out there, because I'm actually really, really curious. How's everyone actually feeling today? I know it's still Saturday night over there. But how are you actually feeling? Are you in a good place? Is there anything that's on your mind? Is it anything that's is there some good news that you want to share about what happened today, or is there some stuff that has gotten you a bit flat? Is there anything that you feel? It doesn't matter if you feel like you should share. Is it just anything that you just want to say, hey, yeah, I did this today and I had an awesome day, and it's a good way to just get people just to feel like they can just loosen up a bit and we can just talk. That was the whole idea of even the guys channel when we started up, was just allowing people just to speak about where they're at. So I'm just going to throw that one out there, and if someone wants to share, that would be it's there for you anyway. That's part of what the idea was. So yeah,
we used to call it, what's your cherry in your pit of the day? What's the cherry in the pit? My cherry was, we actually got it fixed where I can print the papers I've been doing to send to the board, because they were printing incorrectly. They would print the documents where I had to type it out, and then the part where you have to get it notarized was showing up on a separate paper. And you can't do that. Steven fixed it. Touchdown. So I'm getting somewhere. Let's see what everybody's saying. I'm blind. Nikki is saying, wait. Marie said, I know I'm not comfortable with the channels you were talking about have a lot more views. Yes, they do. Viewers. I know. I'm trying. I'm growing. I'm trying.
We're getting there.
Nikki said, you should check it out. Like if you feel you made a connection with a stranger at the library and want to see them again, but didn't get contact info. I would like to do that when you make friends. Like I have a friend connection thing like that. Willow says, I'm not afraid. I just have a bit of anxiety that I'm trying to get rid of. Had a panic attack the other day and I'm trying to work on it. Marie says, it is also gossip about the people in the reality shows too. Willow says, they like talking about people in reality shows because it's easier. They don't want to talk about themselves. Willow said she had orientation. Marie says, I agree, paranormal. Nikki says, I'm breaking up with Bravo after all the racism. Willow said it's part-time. She's waiting for a call by Tuesday. It's retail job. We say good luck, Willow. Marie says, if you watch YouTube, there's so much hate. It's horrible. I think another reason why they don't come up. You saw the movie Ellis today? Who's in the movie Ellis, Marie?
Is it Elvis?
Oh, Elvis. You haven't seen the movie Elvis yet, Steve?
Nah, not my thing. Unfortunately, being that I grew up over here, and my because I was in mid-70s, I missed the whole Elvis thing here. So yeah, just I used to watch when I was growing up. I used to watch episodes of Elvis movies on TV, but it just didn't do anything for me. So but look, I've heard some awesome reviews about it. Just just probably not something I would go for, but that's cool. What was it like, Marie? Marie, did you love it?
She said it was excellent. What has been your high and your low today, Shoeless?
Well, I've only been awake for an hour and a half.
How about yesterday?
So yesterday, yesterday I went and helped out a friend put a new bedroom suite together that she had ordered from her work. Got home, we went down to the park. Michaela went roller skating around the park, and I fell asleep on the grass because it was easier than trying to walk around on crutches. Then got up, saw one of our neighbours got a brand new puppy dog, which Michaela went absolutely crazy over. And then I had to explain to her that dogs aren't cheap, and buying it is the cheap part, and we're not made of money, so we're not going there, which got her a bit upset, but I think she understood. And then came down to Nana's and stayed here last night. So yeah, that was my day yesterday in a quick minute thing. But no, it was a good day, as I said, with everything else that I've been going through, which we spoke about in that half an hour prior. Yeah, it was a good day. I really enjoyed it. So the one thing that I will say, and it's quite funny, and this is me. I made my comment about I wouldn't normally go and see that Elvis movie. Years and years ago, I went out. Lisa and I decided to go to the movies. This is before McCullough was born, and went and bought tickets. And for some reason, I can't even remember the movie that we went in to go and see. It was just some chick flick, and I'm not a big fan of chick flicks. They do my head in. But walked into the movie, sat down, just rushed in, got to sit down and got started because we thought we were late. The other movie had already been going for about 20 minutes. And I've gone, oh, awesome, we made it. An extra 5 minutes of adverts came on, and then all of a sudden we were watching Walk the Line. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no way in heck you could have paid me for love or money to have gone and seen that movie. And I loved it. So, there is a chance yet I might see Elvis. It could happen. Who knows? But as I said that, it reminded me of that. So, and I do, and I still rate Walk the Line such an awesome movie. So, yeah, sometimes it was, some things are meant to be. So I might get inspired. We'll see what happens.
I was thinking about something today. What we were talking about in our 30 minutes of not being live.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
We think back to when we were 15, because I'm teaching these girls early. And you think back to your 15-year-old self when you're an adult. And we make mistakes and we learn. And we can't beat ourselves up for mistakes of the past because we have to make mistakes to learn. And we think about relationships and stuff. And oh, God. I had a boyfriend when I was 15. And he was a doll. And we really liked each other. And I had turned 16, and I was having to drive him because he had not had a license yet. We went to 2 different high schools, and I was a cheerleader, and he was a basketball player. And my mom was giving me a hard time because I was having to drive. And she really didn't want me to, and wanted me to wait till he could drive, didn't like me driving her car. And it got to the point that, dealing with her was a hassle about it. And I ultimately broke up with him. But let me tell you, a doll. And at some point I thought we would end up dating again once he got his license. It didn't happen. But, it was like one of your first love kind of things, right? Well, I always felt terrible about it because I broke up with him. To this day, terrible about it. Oh, I really feel terrible about it. Because he is the CEO of Cisco. If anybody knows, he is the head of Cisco. And he's a sweetheart. He's really a good person. And we intermittently, we're friendly to each other. But I literally always felt terrible about that. But do you ever feel bad about something you did when you were 15 years old as an adult? Question.
That's a really good one, because I think I've said to you in the past. I made some doozies between 13, probably right up till 17, 18, easily. Oh, geez, if I could turn back the clock on some of the things I did, I would love to erase some stuff. Oh my gosh. There's been some shockers, and it's from being arrested, by the police, and right through to sneaking out of bedroom windows at 11 o'clock at night when the parents fell asleep, to hanging out with a whole heap of the local kids and stuff until 5 o'clock in the morning, and then jump back into bed. And so many times we were just missed by the police in so many locations. And so no, there's a lot of things I wish that I could turn back and go, I wish I hadn't have done it. But at the same time, though, there's so many things that I've done that I shouldn't have done, and things that I have done that they're life experiences, which it gives at least lets people say I'm real. So it's you got to remember those things and go, okay, well, if someone else is going through something and it something that you share resonates with them, they'll go, okay, well, this guy's not a freak after all. He's he can help me because he knows something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's experienced it. But I might turn around and I might have a look, Marie Crumb. I won't promise you, but I might turn around and take the risk one day and watch Elvis. I'll let you know when I do. Okay, I'll promise you that. So,
I mean, I laugh at him because he's very wealthy and successful and everything. But
it wasn't meant to be.
I feel bad hurting him is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I remember this one time I would have been, I was 16. Obviously, no car license, nothing like that. And there was this girl at school, and I was keen as mustard on her. She was so cute. She was so shy. Her sister was rowdy as heck. She was just amazing, this girl. And we'd spoken a fair bit. We used to get along. We'd never held hands. We'd never kissed. It was very awkward, but I knew I liked her. So this one time I took the trek from where I was living on my push bike. It took me on my push bike probably 90 minutes to ride to her house. And I went to say hi went and knocked on the door, and Mum answered the door and said, I was just wondering if Belinda was here. And so then Dad comes out, and he was a manager of a branch of a bank. Very proper sort of guy. Very very proud of his his success and all the rest like that. And he comes out and he says to me, "Son, come back when you're 18. You got a car, you got a job, and you got $100,000 in the bank. Then we'll talk about you dating my daughter." And I just went, "Whoa, dude." Said, "She's only a friend." And then he just walked inside, closed the door on me, and I rode off. And I thought, you you're absolutely controlling your daughter, and good luck to you. So I went back to school on the Monday, and she said to me, "Oh, you never turned up." I said, "No, I did turn up, but I'm not going to talk to you about it." 2 weeks later, I actually ended up leaving the school, and actually never saw her again. So it's interesting the influences that other people can have on what happens in your life.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Parents especially.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Strict.
So,
My mom, if I had a date and I was at the front door and they were about to kiss me, if I stood there too long, the front porch light would be flashing on and off.
yeah. I never used to have that problem. I used to take the light globe out of the light.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. So I was just saying, Nikki said she had a cherry today. She spent the day with my daughter in beautiful mountains. Hits today, bought some barbecue at a new place, and it wasn't very good. Was that what, barbecue chicken, barbecue beef, or something like that? I originally thought it was that you actually bought a new barbecue, but then I've realised it must be food. So
I like
yeah.
barbecue. Stephen and
What is that? We're
not so
talking?
much.
Is it ribs or is it like a piece of steak? What do you mean by barbecue?
Well, you can get ribs, but a lot of times they'll take pork or beef or chicken
Oh,
and
okay.
certain barbecue sauce, and it's usually shredded up.
Yep.
And they'll either put it on buns or whatever, or you can just eat it like it is.
Okay. Yep. So like barbecue steak or ribs of some description. Yeah.
And I like Brunswick stew though. Oh my gosh. They'll put the
Do they
barbecue.
do like snaggers over there, like sausages that you chuck onto the barbecue?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But have you ever had Brunswick stew?
No.
They take the meat and it's
Mm-hmm.
got like little, I guess, I don't know what kind of beans. Some kind of lima beans and corn and different kind of things mixed in with the barbecue. Anyway, when it's done, it's so good.
Yeah. Right.
A fork or spoon. People make it a little different, but it's so good. I'm not describing it well, but it's good.
Yeah. I'm just. Yeah. Nikki's just saying, ribs, baked beans, nothing like being in the South. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, it's Southern cooking. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
it. And then they'll make like the bread with it.
Yeah.
The garlic bread.
How's it go? I've had an extremely crazy experience with lima beans. So they don't even make it into the house. Yeah, went out one night with this is when I actually first met Lisa at the time, and we went to a Seventh-day Adventist get together because all of her friends were from the church, and a lot of them were vegetarian, and so they made this. Someone made this dish, and it was lima beans with tomato sauce in lasagna. So you get a piece of lasagna, a line of lima beans, another piece of lasagna, another line of beans, another piece of lasagna, and probably about 4 sprinkles of cheese on the top melted. And I'm watching these people, and everyone's looking at this thing going, oh, we've got to eat this thing. So I just went layer of lasagna, flicked off the beans, took the next piece of lasagna, flicked off the beans, and without thinking about it, because my filter was probably a lot worse than what it is now, I just said, who the heck made this piece of... All of a sudden, one person got up from the bench and all the guys said, yeah, who made this? Why are we eating this? And all these people turned around and actually started speaking their mind. I got a punch in the ribs from Lisa for speaking my mind freely, and since that day I've never been to look at lima beans again. So yeah, so I can't eat them. I can't touch them. It's that, and baked beans, same thing. I just can't do them. But yeah, I just don't understand why someone would have made that, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a bit of a shocker.
Few and far between, but you would probably like this stuff.
Yeah.
It's so good. I forget about it. I need to go. It makes me want to go get some. I need to go get some tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm glad you're backing me up on that one, Nikki. That's awesome. Thanks.
My grandmother used to make the best I have ever tasted. She'd use a special grinder and everything, and then cook it overnight. And so,
Yeah. Uncle used to.
Virginia, what?
Yeah. So Virginia Woolf, my uncle said he used to pick lima beans and he wouldn't touch them. Yeah. So I'm with him.
I have that arrow garden, and it was growing herbs. And I tricked my
Yep.
family because Stephen didn't know what he wanted to eat. So I started to make spaghetti, and I was just going to make me a little bit and then put the rest in the fridge because I tend to cook too much. I don't know how to cook small portions. And he was going to make something else, like beef hash or something, which is disgusting. And he saw me cooking, and he goes, "I'll just have some of that." And I was like, "Okay." So I made it, and I made meatballs, and I had my arrow garden with my basil growing and my parsley, fresh parsley and everything. So I put the fresh herbs in it and stuff. And I served it up, and then Eden was like, "Oh, that smells good. Can I have some?" So she had some too, and they ate every bit of it. And they are so picky, right? When they got done, I told them the meatballs were vegetarian. They didn't know any difference. So they ate a complete vegetarian meal, and they loved every bit of it with my
Wow.
herbs. So I put organic mozzarella, just a little bit in it, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
Trick the
I remember this one time. I once again, no filter, so don't shoot me, anybody. Um, I went to one of my cousins. I think it was his 18th birthday, and there would have been once again a load of people that came from the SDA church because he was in there as well. And my uncle and auntie used to make gluten steaks, and
Yeah.
used to do the cover on them and all those. So it looked like it was a piece of meat when it had been finished cooking on the barbecue. And this one night, my job was to cook the steaks because obviously I got pretty good at doing it. Never eat them because for me it just didn't feel, no, it didn't taste right, because obviously at that time I was very much a carnivore, and and it was really funny. This group of girls, probably about 5 or 6 girls, and they came all together in front of me, and I'm cooking these steaks, and they're waiting for the they're waiting for their pieces, and they're all excited. Oh, I so love these. It's so exciting. I can't wait to get my piece onto one of these. And I looked at them and I said, if God wanted you to eat these, they'd be mooing in the paddock. One of them walks off. They go tell one of the youth pastors. The next thing you know, I'm dragged from the barbecue, and I got reamed. And I said, well, it's the truth, isn't it? You're making food to look like it's something that you tell the people in your church not to eat. I said, why bother doing it? Just turn it into something else. And after that day, I wasn't allowed to cook barbecues anymore for the SDA. But I thought it was better to call it for what it was, because I try to look through it all and say it's, be honest,
You're so bad.
Oh, no, I'm shocking. I really am.
But I cook from instinct. And even if I were to buy something from a box, I'm like, it's in a box. I don't like it. So then I call it doctoring it. I doctor it up
Yep.
to make it better than what it already is. I can't deal with box food. So, yeah, that's me. And I don't measure anything. I just go from my gut. I live by my gut. So that's what I
Yep.
try to teach people, to go with their gut on everything. Everything. And listen, I had green onions. You know those long green onions that you buy from the grocer? You know which
Yeah,
one
spring
I'm.
onions.
Yeah, I guess that's what you call. They look like grass, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I love them. So we got down to the little things with the roots. So I got some dirt, put it in a cup, put some water and vitamins in it, and stuck the little roots down in it and put it near my arrow garden where the LED lights are, and they're growing back. So I'll have more spring onions, and I'm not going to buy any more. I'm just going to cut them as they grow. If you have LED lights and you have veggies that have little roots on them or even seeds, you can just regrow them and not go to the grocery store. And with an LED light, they grow 3 times as fast. You sprinkle a little cinnamon and they won't get, the little rot on them. You can cut your little strawberry, put it on the dirt, cover it up, sprinkle a little cinnamon, water it, stick it under an LED light, and it'll start growing.
Nice.
Start growing all your own vegetables and stuff if you can in your house, because they're about to get more expensive.
Absolutely. Hey, Jenny.
Hey,
my
Jenny.
friend, how are you?
How are you doing? How is Billy? What is
so yeah, so no, I and that's why my when I actually do cook, I sort of I just go to the cupboard, I go that, cook it all up. I hope it's going to taste all right. I just have no idea. I just sit there and I'm just a little bit impulsive on some things. I sort of think, well, a good can of Coke will wash it all down, so that's fine. If it doesn't taste good, I'll know for next time. Maybe not put in the paprika with the chili or something like that. Who knows? It just whatever happens, happens. I definitely don't follow recipes because I like to just experiment, I suppose. That's what I do.
Yeah. I make sure that I try to taste it, though, so it's not. I did make something recently that turned out nasty, though. I put too much seasoning in it. It was too spicy. I forgot what it was. It was just literally too spicy. Oh, I tried to make meatloaf, and I accidentally put something in it that made it too spicy.
Yeah, right.
It was not good. That was an accident.
The guys that were working next to my job that at the pool shop, they were like chefs, and they used to have a special butter that they used to put onto people's bread, and it used to have pot in it.
Pot? So they were trying to get everybody stoned so they come back?
Yeah.
Be more hungry, buy more food?
Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. And they were putting it into cookies and all sorts of things, and people people going back saying, "I'm really hungry. Can I buy something else?"
Did they warn them?
No.
OMG.
Yeah, absolutely.
OMG.
Yeah. Well, it does happen. Like, did I ever tell you the time I went to Cambodia and we all went out looking for pizzas, and we came across 2 pizza shops on the same street. One was called Happy Herb Pizzas, and the other one was called Ecstatic Pizzas. You work it out.
Happy Herb Pizzas, Ecstatic Pizzas.
So what were they putting onto each of the pizzas?
Marijuana and
one.
Ecstatic pizza. It wasn't
Ecstasy.
marijuana. What was it?
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy. Okay, that's just
so
wrong.
You could, but at least they had it on the sign, so you know what you were buying.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
Any new person coming in, if you knew a 23, 24-year-old that was in a wreck around 9 years ago, please let me know. Just putting it out there.
Yep. So yeah, so as what we're just talking about tonight, like we always seem to go to food. It's quite funny how we we always seem to end up with food. Even if JC's not here, we still end up going back to food.
Isn't that right? That's weird.
It is so funny, hey. But anyone that's just come in, let us know your highs or your low for the day. If you've got something you want to share, you've got something that's going on, and you think it's worthwhile talking about. Open slather on this segment. Share what you're thinking. Heck, something good. The thing that I love about this whole thing about an open forum is everybody learns something. There's always something to share. We all can gain something out of it. So for me, that's what I always wanted from this. And I always seem to get bright red along the way. Shelley and Jenny always seem to be good at making Steve get all embarrassed. But anyway, it's one of those things. But yeah, so as I was saying, throw us anything you want to say. We're here. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy the night. That's what it's all about.
Who is your famous? If you could have a hall pass with anybody that's famous, who would it be?
2 people. Kate Beckinsdale or Charlize Theron.
Oh, I can see Charlize Theron. I like that.
Yeah. She's got such a really awesome personality and a good person.
I can see that. That's a good match.
Yeah. Kate Beckinsdale, because she just looked hot, beating the crap out of vampires and stuff,
Woo! I just covered your face. Okay, I can see that.
What about anyone else out there?
Yeah, if you could have a hall pass.
You could have a hall pass for that one chance in your life to even if it was just to go out on a date with someone and nothing else happened, but just to go out on a date, who the heck would it be?
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. Hall pass doesn't have to be about sex. Hall pass can just be the case of the opportunity to just meet somebody.
I mean, sex isn't off the table, but it doesn't have to be about sex.
No, and as I've said to you in the past, I'm a sex object. I ask, they object, so it's all pretty good. So,
and to me, sex isn't good unless there's emotion there. I don't. They call people
exactly right.
A name these days.
Yeah,
that's got a special name these days. So I guess I'm under that category.
No, it's got to be special. It's got to be real. It's not worth it otherwise. Yeah, good one, Virginia. Definitely not.
Oh God, she is the only human being I know that has become entirely successful on her own of making the whole world sick of her. Seriously.
Yeah.
She made the whole world
sick. Nikki, love it.
What did Nikki say?
That's awesome. Hall pass would be Andy Garcia. A dinner date, Betty Midler. That's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now, if I was going to if I was going to go out on a man date, Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah, I like him.
Keanu Reeves. He has got to be one of the most passionate, honest, grounded actors that I've actually ever come across. I think he's awesome.
Hey,
So
Pat.
that would Keanu Reeves would be my man crush.
Keanu Reeves would definitely be on my list. Absolutely would be on my list. Probably Johnny Depp too, as long as he wasn't plastered. I wouldn't want to do it. There's another one that's similar to Keanu Reeves. That's very giving and solitary. I'm trying to think of who he is.
I was going to say it's not Adam Sandler then.
No. Although I do like funny guys.
Hey, Patch the Sinclair.
Funny is good. I could fall in love with funny. I'm taken. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Funny is good. Funny makes you happy. But then again, a lot of comedians are funny, but then they're sad at home.
Yeah, because they use their comedy to create a front for what they're feeling at home. Yep.
But then again...
Yeah, unfortunately, and it's so true. You hear it a lot. But humor is pretty important. Or just being genuine, having a good heart would be a must for me. Just a caring soul. And I've sort of said this before in the past. I can literally sit there and just look at someone into their eyes and just go, that's me. I'm just one of those people. I just get lost in people's eyes, and very quick to actually work out good or bad as well. So after experiences over the years, you learn a lot. So, but yeah, if there was a musician that you had the chance to meet, and we're not talking hall pass here, if there was a musician that you had the chance to meet, who would it be?
That's hard. There's so many, my brain just turned into mud.
Yeah. What was the first one that came to your mind?
Keith Urban.
Okay. Keith Urban? Mine would be Billy Joel.
That's cool.
Yeah. Just one of those. Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, Bob Dylan.
I didn't know you could do a dead one. Prince.
Yeah. Tommy Emmanuel. Tommy Emmanuel. Funny story, Nicky. One of Australia's best ever guitarists. So talented. So grounded, so humble as a person. Another person that had always given to charities and stuff as well. A very, very amazing person. So, really, really, really talented guy. And give him any guitar and he'll make you want to throw up because he's that good. So, yeah.
Throw up?
Yeah, he just, it's just like, you make me sick, you're amazing. But no, he's just such a good person that you go, yeah, you see past that because he's just so humble.
My heart melts when somebody can sing and express stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. the what was that? That was your phone, was it?
My phone makes all kinds of sounds. My daughter's messed with it, so I don't.
Yep.
It's like an alien. I don't know what most of them are for.
Yeah. So who? Okay, then. So who would be your? So this would be an interesting one because we've been on this topic already before. Who would be, if you had the chance to meet any famous chef? Who would it be?
I don't know.
Because we've been talking about food for ages.
Chef?
Yeah.
I don't know a bunch of chef names.
I would love to meet Ramsay.
Oh yeah, I like him. He's mean.
Yeah. I would just love to be there when he's going off complaining about somebody's food. I just want to see it for real, what he's really like, just feeling the passion behind him, because a lot of people just see what they see on TV is the rudeness. I would just like to experience the passion and the reasoning behind why he loses it. Not that he loses it, but that drive behind him. So, yeah.
Virginia Wolf says, my wife would never give me a hall pass. I asked.
Love it.
You asked?
Good job.
My husband wouldn't know what to do with a hall pass. He wouldn't know what to do with it. He'd be like, what am I going to do with this? After watching the show Julia, now I want to meet Julia Child. Ramsay has so much personality. I understand the passion behind cooking. I mean, I wish I could do all of that cool stuff. Jenny says, my hall pass was Thor, what? Or Britney Spears? Thor?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth.
Oh. Thor. Ooh.
Yeah. Just to think, he's an Aussie, Jen. Amazing, hey?
Do me, baby. Oh,
yeah.
Do me, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so funny when you actually see him in interviews from when he was younger. Oh my God, he only had to open up his mouth, and the female interviewers, you could just about watching them melt off the seat. They would just turn into a blubber and mess on the floor. It was ridiculous. So he just had that tone about him, and I could never pull it off. I could not talk as deep as what that guy does. It's just so ridiculously. If he was a Karuna like Buble or something like that, oh geez, I think he'd have half the world in peace, because everybody would just be melting on the floor. I reckon they would just be going, I give in, you know. That's what I reckon anyway. He's just got something about that guy.
Oh, when I was little, I had a crush on Sean Connery. Shelley Marie says Sean Connery. I can remember being small and having a crush on him. I have a thing for accents.
Yeah.
That's why I ended up with Steven.
Yeah.
But he's English.
Yeah. Scottish, I think. That when I got into Sean Connery after James Bond, I loved him in, I don't know if any of you have seen the movie Highlander.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved him in that there. Just that, yeah, I think because obviously I'm some of my family's ancestry is from Scotland and all the rest of it as well. It's like, yeah, really drawn to that movie, and I just love swordsmanship. It's just that's something I would like to learn before I die, is how to operate a sword, or even to make a real one would be amazing.
Bond, James Bond. I'm supposed to
Yeah.
be Scot-Irish, and I think I probably look like I'm Scot-Irish. Maybe, I don't know. With the hair and skin, I don't know.
Yeah.
That is on my bucket list to go one or two or both of those places.
Yep. Hey, that's a good question to everybody. What would be your bucket list, the one place that you would just die to go to?
Those are mine to see if I fit
Yep.
in. I was told I look like I'm Black Irish, that there's a group of people called Black Irish,
Yes.
and that is where I look like I fit in. So we will see.
Yep.
But on my
So Nikki wants to go to India.
Yeah. Where do you want to
Very,
go?
very. See, I've travelled a lot through Southeast Asia for my days of working on orphanages. I've been to Cambodia, Myanmar, Indonesia. I was at Nias Island just after the tsunamis and earthquakes back in on Boxing Day years and years ago. China. I've Singapore. I've been through a lot of places. And I've been to America as well. I hitchhiked from California, from Modesto, all the way up to Washington State. So I did a lot of traveling on the West Coast hitchhiking, which was highly illegal, that I found out in the middle of the hitchhiking. But for me, I'll be going to the UK one time. I want to go to Malta because that's where my mum was family's come from. But I'd also like to get to Canada as well. I think there's a beautiful place to look at and lovely people there. So that would be my few places: UK, Canada, and even probably Croatia. I think would be interesting.
I think everybody in the community should get together and we go travel the world and
Oh, heck yeah, that would be so much fun.
Hit everybody's bucket list.
Yep.
And we could
do it once a year. We're all going to go to one place all together.
Yeah. Pet says, "Hey, anyone got another like? I never leave like 13. I want to be 14." Like, share, subscribe, bring a friend. We ought to have bring a friend night. And then I give an award, like a session with somebody. Because my sessions are getting better and better.
Yeah.
Bring a friend night. And we want to know, do you like these open, what Shoeless calls open mic night? I was a little afraid to put open mic night because I didn't know what we get. Although, if people want to come and sing, that's cool. Or do a little comedy, that's cool too. My eyes are failing me tonight.
Iceland. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that, Patch. Or Siberia. Yeah, that would be really cool.
Although my dad used to threaten to send us to Siberia, so I don't know about that.
Yeah. I was going to say, Virginia, you could always just go to a wharf and hijack a boat. That would be cool.
Man, the print is getting lighter and lighter. I like open mic. I'm not as chatty. I have vertigo. I'm so sorry, Jenny. Canada Day weekend, so fireworks like crazy outside. Yeah, it's about to be 4th of July here. And then on the 8th is Noah's birthday. On his birthday, we legitimately still celebrate it anyway. We still celebrate it anyway. And on the night of his birthday, and helping parents heal online, there is a medium coming that I can't remember his name, but he's well respected, and he is going to appear in that group. I'm going, since it's Noah's birthday. I'm feeling like the odds that Noah might connect with him are pretty good. And I generally wouldn't go, but I'm going.
I'll have to Google that.
What?
Hatch is saying about Baukai is amazing. Google it sometime. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll check it out. Definitely open for looking in Siberia.
You guys throw out some things that you would like to know about, hear about, or do in this community.
Yeah.
We're all ears. I say it all the time, but people don't say anything.
All right. Well, I'll say it then. Chuck up some ideas, guys. Let's have some fun. Whatever you think, you know. And I'll say it again. Anyone in the bushes, come and hang out. We're actually okay. We're not weird. Well, yeah, I might be a bit weird, but Dana's not weird. But you know, just you know, yeah, come and join us. Come in, just let yourself be and come and have fun. The
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm a little weird. I embrace it. I own my weird now. It took me a long time. I own it.
I just prefer you to say it, not me, because you know I might get in trouble.
It's a good kind of weird. It just took me a long time to own it and embrace it. So it's all okay. I'm not scary. Our community is cool and calm. We do not allow hate here. Period.
Yeah. The I think the just you know, I'm just saying what Nikki's just written. It's like group therapy at times. Always leave with something important, you know, and that's really awesome. It's nice to just know that people are getting different, you know, different stuff out of this. That was, you know, it's the idea, and just it allows us to just open up on the things that we don't think are important. It just means that we're opening ourselves up for whatever comes up, you know. What I was going to say, the one thing that you know, and John and I have talked about this. He's just having some TO at the moment. Just needed a bit of a rest period with work. He's been really flat out, and obviously I haven't worked now in 4 months. It's been a very long time since being able to go hop in a car and drive to work. So we're at different places at the moment. The one thing that I think that's really, really important is that you know, in groups like this, is that it's okay to shed some layers as we go. You know, there'll be times where we might have some conversations that, you know, might be a little bit more deeper. I just felt tonight was going to be one of those nights where this was just going to be a bit of a fun night and a bit of a chance just to chill out and relax. I think Dana and I had our D&M before we started. Our half an hour of blah, 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 blah. And then after that, it just felt like that it was meant to be just a good chilling out night and just talking about whatever.
I forget to get live.
Yeah, no, it was actually really funny. But, you know, it was obviously meant to be as well. So that's all right. Now, I was going to say, here's a question for everybody, because we talked about if there's things that between 12 and 15 or 17 that you'd like to forget. Tell me, what would be before 20 years of age, what would have been one of the most memorable things that you hold dearly to your heart that happened to you? Something that really made such an impact, or something so special that you sit there and go, I'll never forget that, and I'll tell my grandkids about that.
Yeah, like it shifted the way you took your life.
Yeah. Because it's really easy to focus on the things you go, oh my God, I was a numbnuts. But there's also things that were so special that we remember as well. And so that's something I'll throw out there just to see what people say. Have you? What would be for you, Dana?
Something profound that before I was 20.
Yeah, before you were 20, while you were going through your stuff and working out where you were at, something positive that made you go, that was something really important that happened, a really good thing.
Well, aside from the near-death experience thing, at the time I didn't know it was good. That was one, but finding Dr. Moody, for one thing, shifted my life.
Yep.
When we moved, because I read his book when I was 12 and then found him at 19.
Nice.
It changed the course of my life.
Yep.
I mean, it was a positive thing. It changed the course of my life. I read his book when I was 12 and ended up in a psychology class with him at 19 in a different state.
Wow.
And it changed the course of my life in a positive way.
Yep.
And I changed my whole major because of him.
Yep.
I mean, I was dancing and journalism, and I went to psychology because of him. So
that's cool.
I got support for the first time.
Yep.
So yeah.
Very cool. So Nikki said the time spent on her grandmother's farm, all the precious moments, she always made me feel special. Love it. Yeah. That's awesome.
How about you?
Me? After all my antics when I was in my early teens that I've mentioned about, yeah, I was not even prepared for this question. It just came to me, so now I've got to stop and think. I think this is going to sound a little bit of a weird one, actually. I used to be a DJ when I was from 14, right up to when I was about 18. I think it was 18, maybe 19, hitting 20. And seriously, I had the biggest ego that checks I could not write. I thought I was the man, doing weddings, skating rinks, and I just thought I was so important. And the day it came to an end, and I went, what now? was for me was quite a pivotal moment, because I actually had to stop and go, what an awesome facade I had. 5 years. Everyone thought I was Mr. Cool, da 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 da. Hey DJ, can you play this when we go to the next skating session? Can you? So you're always being asked to do, for people stuff for future, and you thought it was important. I even went and DJ'd at a radio station here in Perth, and so for me, that would have been a pivotal moment when it all came to an end, where I actually got to stop and look at who was I, and so that was probably a big moment for me.
Yeah, I can see that. What are they saying in the chat?
Yeah. Oh, I like that one, Virginia. Bonfires in the woods with my friends or on the beach. Yeah. Do you know, every year, Virginia, I have bonfires in my backyard. When I say bonfires, it's nearly like 5 trees piled into a big bonfire, and a whole heap of mates come, and I nearly have the fire brigade called on me every year by neighbours because they get way too big. And yeah, so I hear you. And my favourite place is the beach. There's just so much energy about the beach. It's just so beautiful.
Love beach.
So I'm with you on that.
And the water.
Yeah.
Water's so healing.
Yeah. Shelley's at a great grandmother's farm, playing on the farm with a cousin.
Love it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Patch, you're in Scotland, right up the north. So whereabouts, Patch? My grandfather was from Edinburgh, and I've got photos of him and Nan where they've been up to Land's End, and Scotland is a place that I do want to come to. Like I said, with my mum's side of the family from Malta, Granddad was from Scotland, and I've got family from Ireland that I need to go and have a look at as well. But yeah, so whereabouts are you from?
Sounds great. I love all these places everyone's from. I feel like I can do a virtual, visit, so to speak, even though I'm stuck here, because I've never been out of the United States.
Wouldn't it be awesome one day if we could do a live Zoom where everyone is not about having anyone showing their faces, but everybody showing where the heck they are.
Yeah.
I reckon that would be really cool, because obviously there's a lot of people that don't come up. It's maybe, I don't know why, but maybe if we did an off the YouTube thing where it's not for the world to see, and we did like a 40-minute Zoom, which is free, everyone could go set themselves up in the place that they love the most, if it's the beach, or in the forest, or on the mountains, or something like that. And everybody gets to imagine where they are. Everyone gets to see where they are, where everyone's at their favourite place.
Yeah. If it's over 40 minutes, you have to pay, though.
Yeah, no, yeah. After an hour, you have to pay for it, but 40 minutes, you don't get charged.
Okay. But wouldn't it be cool to walk through the screen?
Yeah, wouldn't it be amazing?
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, Shelley. I totally agree. Definitely more private. But saying that, though, you don't have to show your face. You don't even have to talk. We could all just sit there and just look at each other's place and go, that's awesome. If it's out in the open, it's it was just an idea. Just an idea. So
we are at 11 o'clock.
It is already.
Even though we spent some time private, it still went like this.
Oh, absolutely. Always does.
But we didn't even get to embarrass you.
I know, I got out of it again. I've done all right.
I love and appreciate you all so, so much. I feel the closeness in here. I want to be able to do lots of fun things. I still want to do psychological breakdowns on people we know out in the publics. I just want to stay away from the housewives. I so, so do. I'm so tired of them, to be honest with you. I know people like talking about them, but I just don't want to do it. Sorry, not sorry. Enough is enough is enough. Yes, Shoeless is pretty amazing. He is. I have to give it to him. We've become pretty good buddies.
Absolutely. We talked through a lot of stuff.
JC would have been here, but like you said, he's gone. He's had his plate overfilled.
Yeah.
Of course, we'd like to have Virginia Woolf up here, but you know.
Yeah.
As Marie said, a lot of people are too nervous to come up, and I understand that.
Absolutely.
But anyway, our love
Yeah.
and appreciation is so there. You two in the bushes, we see and feel you.
And just know, everyone, and and this is even to the people in the bushes that ain't coming up. Know that we both really love you guys. And I don't say that lightly. It's one of those things of, you are family. Whatever you contribute is a part of you, and thank you, because we don't take that for granted. You guys, feeling like you are that you feel safe enough to be here and being a part of what goes on and sharing is really, really, really important. And so just from me, just know it means a heck of a lot. So I really do appreciate it, and thank you.
Yes, thank you. I mean, this community is supposed to be about growth, healing, learning, looking at social commentary, psychology, spirituality, and just trying to feel better ourselves. Taking away parts of us that don't serve us well, and having just better, beautiful lives. Period. And like our motto says, your vibe attracts your tribe. No hate here. We don't allow any of that junk going on the YouTube streets in here. Period. End of sentence. And anytime you need to talk about stuff in here, you're going through a hard time, you can bring it. We'll give you love and support. We'll help you get through it. That is what it is all about. I'm crazy. I keep taking my glasses on and off like it's going to make any difference. But anyway, thank you for being here. We appreciate you greatly. Thank you to my mods. Thank you so much, Shoeless, Steve. It bothers me calling you Shoeless for some reason.
Yeah, it's just a good ego.
But anyway, we were just chillaxing tonight. I thought we'd get to turn him red. We didn't.
No one succeeded. Not one.
He handled it well. And like Shelly says, love and light to all. If you ever want to know anything, talk about anything, please drop it in the comments. If anybody knows who the 23-year-old that was in an accident belonged to, drop it in the comments. If you ever want a private session with me, DM me or drop it in the comments below. If you want to buy a coffee for me or Steve, you can do so at miraclecharter.net or at, what was the other one? What's the other one I have? CashApp. That's it. At Dear Dana 1111. See, I'm brain screwed tonight. that spirit guy just really fluzzled me up. Couldn't go live, can't think straight, can't read. But anyway.
I was going to say as well, just on one quick note before I forget. This is a shout out to a young lady that can't get on the channel. Her name's Kristen. I've sent her videos in the past. G'day, how are you, mate? Looking after yourself, I hope. And when Shelley's with you, make sure you look after her. Okay? So, hey, you.
Oh, hey, Kristen. But anyway.
So yes. But yeah, so that's that I think that's probably getting pretty late over there. As I said, we had a half an hour before we started. We did well. But guys, as I said, love yous all. Look after yourselves for the week, and really hope yous have some amazing days, some breakthroughs, and just keep taking every day as it comes and keep stepping forward, day by day, and just cherish the moments, because we you know, it's very easy to get bogged down in life and work. Just keep remembering that they're all moments and all experiences that we go through for a reason. So
yes, and healing is not always fun. It's a process. It's not going to be easy. And remember the lesson of today: you teach people how to treat you.
Yeah.
You teach people how to treat you. But we love you. We thank you. And we appreciate you so, so very much from the bottom of our heart. Take it easy. Until next time on Wednesday. Thank you for coming to Dear Dana. And thank you, Steve.
See you guys.
Bye, everybody. And here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Bye.